I now give the floor to the representative of Estonia.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to start with special thanks to Ms. Akbar and the Afghanistan Independent Human Rights Commission for your courageous work despite the current situation in Afghanistan. Hearing today about the deliberate killings of civilians, including Dawa Khan Minapal, and the mounting civilian casualties was most troubling. I would also like to thank Special Representative Lyons for all her tireless work, in particular on supporting peace talks and on the humanitarian response. Attacks against United Nations personnel and compounds such as the recent incident in Herat are utterly reprehensible and may constitute war crimes, the perpetrators of which must be brought to justice. I also welcome the participation today of Ambassador Isaksai of Afghanistan. Since the start of the ongoing Taliban offensive, in particular the assaults on population centers, the number of civilians killed and injured has reached the highest on record, with Taliban responsible for the largest share of casualties. Half the population in Afghanistan is now in need of humanitarian aid, and yet humanitarian access is shrinking and humanitarian aid providers are killed at an alarming rate. This worsening humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan, which has been described in detail today, is man-made and could have been averted. Estonia reiterates the call, in particular towards the Taliban, for an immediate ceasefire to save the Afghan people from more meaningless suffering. Only a negotiated political solution can lead to a sustainable peace in the country, as well as stability in the region. The Security Council has been clear in its messaging. The Taliban and the Islamic Republic must meaningfully engage in a comprehensive and inclusive peace process in Doha. Parties must respect their obligations under international humanitarian law, including the protection of civilians. There is no military solution to this conflict, and we do not support the restoration of an Islamic emirate. Mr. President, I would like to reiterate that Estonia's commitment to the people of Afghanistan remains steadfast. We emphasize the importance of the full, equal, and meaningful participation of women in the peace process and wish to see the outcome of the peace process preserves constitutional protections for women's and minorities' rights. We will continue our political and financial support conditional upon the preservation of the country's human rights and democratic achievements. Any easing or lifting of sanctions must be in line with Resolution 2513. The Taliban must first demonstrate a credible commitment to peace. Estonia also welcomes the diplomatic efforts in Doha by Afghanistan's neighbors and regional powers. We encourage intensified coordinated efforts that contribute to a lasting peace in support of the people of Afghanistan. Peace and stability in Afghanistan will provide new opportunities for development and growth for the entire region. Thank you.
I thank the representative of Estonia for his statement.